Hi, this is Freddy,
And this is Marky.
and we are here to bring you the best game at the lowest possible price. And with that being said, let's get started.
Our first Xbox deal is going to be over at Amazon, and the game we got is Assassin's Creed Valhalla. That can still be hanging around at $59.99. Actually, Amazon's got you covered down to $29.99, so a whole half off. Assassin's Creed Valhalla is, of course, the most recent in the Assassin's Creed series, taking place in the Viking era, which has been a fan favorite for a while, or rather, a highly fan requested setting. And so you get to, of course, do the stealthy way, but you also get to partake in a lot of the traditional Viking traditions. And I guess in this case, it's leading raiding parties out and making new settlements and just attacking and destroying anybody who's in your way, of course, being the Templars in this case. The game has been receiving a lot of different DLC, free updates, as well as paid ones as well. So there's actually, if you haven't played the game yet, there's a whole bunch to jump into because it's just as big as Odyssey. And if you remember Assassin's Creed Odyssey, it had a lot to do. And if you need any further proof, just look at the map when you boot the game up. But it's a fantastic game. It's a lot to sink your teeth into, of course. You get to experience action combat, some stealth combat, ship combat, which has always been a favorite since Assassin's Creed 4. And you get to experience all that at half price. So if you haven't checked it out, I'd highly recommend it.
The next game we have for this week is Scarlet Nexus on Microsoft Store. So the game is digital. The price for it right now is $35.99, dropping all the way from its regular price of $60. This is an action RPG game as its core. The story takes place in the far future where most humans have a special power that is different from one person to another. The story is about some aliens invaders who want to feed on the brains of humans and form a threat to humanity. So here you are joining a military of trained soldiers to save the humanity. There are two main characters, each with their own style of fighting, so you can see the same story from two different perspectives. This is one of the reasons that this game reminded me a lot of Nier Automata, one of my personal favorites. The other way that the game captured my attention is the fighting mechanics that are fast-paced and full of ideas and options. You will start with basic skills, but as you progress in the game, you will get more unique skills and will have better chemistry with your teammates, which will open more fighting strategy to you. For example, your team can help you by adding ability to add fires to your weapons, and other will give you a shield to protect you. The fighting will combine between fighting directly with swords and using your special power. Another similarity that I found to Nier series, which is great in my opinion. Now, the game takes about 30 to 40 hours to finish, but playing through the game a second time will allow you to keep your upgrades, and this way you can beat the game in maybe about 20 hours. And the different events that you'll encounter playing the second playthrough will make it definitely very durable. One downside I have to mention is that the dialogue is a little bit too simple. I don't know if this is a weakness due to the translation or if it's indeed weak. My other thing is that sometimes there are over-exaggeration in the number of enemies you will encounter at certain stages, especially in the second half of the game. But hopefully that will be adjusted in future updates. This is a unique fighting game presented in anime comic style, and this is the lowest price we have seen for this game, even though it was just released 2 months ago at the price tag of $60. If you've been enjoying the video, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for notifications.
That's right. So we're actually going to be getting into the YouTube stories. So any of our subscribers are able to catch any of our quick flash sales or any random deals that we find, and would love to let you guys know. In addition, we're also getting a Gaming Input Twitter up and running. In addition to letting you know of our regular uploads, we also get notice of flash sales and quick little deals that are going to be popping up, and we want to make sure you stay as informed as possible.
One example, yesterday there was Cyberpunk for 1 day sale. It was for $10. Cut that. One example, we posted yesterday that Cyberpunk on Xbox and PlayStation was on sale for $10. That's the lowest price, and now it went back up, I think, to $25. So I hope you guys were able to subscribe last week to catch up on that deal. Subscribing in general will help our channel grow, and it will help us grow our community of gamers who like to play the best games without spending too much extra money.
All right, with that being said, let's keep the deals going. Our next deal is hanging out over at the Microsoft Store, and it's for Rage 2, still selling at $59.99, but they actually got you covered for the next few weeks, actually, down to $17.99. Now, for the people who have played the first Rage, while it was a technical feat, it wasn't very much there and ended rather abruptly, showing that it was great technology, but there wasn't too much of a substantial game there, at least in my opinion. Well, Rage 2 has finally rectified that. In addition to the gunplay being rather developed by the people who have been doing Doom, id Software, it's been fantastic. You got the traditional Bethesda team that's been able to make a nice open world game that, while is based on a lot of vehicle traversal, all the places that you're going to, the environments, as well as the weapons, play beautifully with each other. About dashing and taking parkour over different obstacles and moves to use really wacky weapons to throw your enemies into fans or to throw them off the cliff or to do all kinds of weird stuff. Stuff that I won't get into because it is a rated M game and we got to keep it relatively PG here. But it's a fantastic shooter. For people who have been familiar with the Doom games, it's one that I think a lot of people overlook. So I want to make sure to get it out there. And it's, of course, the best way to get it, being at such a low price of $17.99. So if you're into some shooters and want some crazy fun and a pretty silly Mad Max style post-apocalyptic story, then this is the game for you.
The next game we have on Microsoft Store is Rocket League. Yes, the game is completely free now, and we feel that a lot of people are still not aware of this fact because the physical and the digital edition for a long time were in the $20 price tag. However, like many gaming studios, strategies for business has changed, and we get the benefit to play this exciting game for free. This is a very unique game that combines playing soccer with cars, but with a few exceptions. The ball is huge, and the cars can fly and jump on the walls. Heck, at advanced stages, you can use the boost and the turbo you get from the field to fly with the ball. It's still a skill that I'm working on because it's very advanced and hard to do, but this is for later on. Start small and then you can learn all these little details. What's great about it as well is that you have the option to play 1 versus 1 all the way to 4 versus 4. Not only that, it doesn't matter what console you own, whether it's a Switch, Xbox, or PlayStation, or even PC, you can still play with your friends for free from whatever device they have. This is a game that I constantly play over a long... This is my game of choice to play after a long, exhausting day at work. The game is not only fun and silly in its own way, but also each match is just around 5 minutes long only. I definitely recommend playing this game for everyone. I just have to warn you that there is a huge learning curve for it, so don't be disappointed if the first couple dozens of matches you didn't even hit the ball at all. It's a learning curve for everyone. The game also allows you to customize your car. You get items for free from playing games and some by paying a few dollars here and there. I personally paid $1 or $2 to get the Batmobile, which was totally worth it in my opinion. The game went absolutely free for everyone. It's a game that is definitely worth a shot. And on top of that, Season 4 has just started. So we have new stadiums and new rewards, and you have plenty of time to learn and accumulate unique rewards for this season. So I just have to warn you that some retailers still sell the game, the physical edition, at least for $15-20. In my opinion, save your money and put it toward another game that we're mentioning, so this way you get more collection of games.
Now for this week, while we found our deals on Amazon and Microsoft Store, we did look at GameStop, Walmart, and Best Buy for any other ones, but sadly we couldn't really find anything that was really worth mentioning, and we of course wanted to make sure you guys were saving as much money as possible. Now Amazon's sales are kind of all over the place when it comes to what's being on sale and when and where it ends. So we wanted to make sure you guys stay on top of it by letting you guys know what games are going to be on sale so you guys can get it as soon as possible in case it's a short-lived sale or at least an extended one.
As always, guys, I like to make the deals even better by looking for more discounts here and there. One of them I keep mentioning because it's still live. One of them is Cash App. It still have the 15% discount. But this time I searched and I found another one that you can combine on top of Cash App. This website is Topcashback. It worked the same process. You make your purchase, and then after a while, 2 weeks or 3 weeks, they refund you the percentage that they promised you. Now, if you're buying something from Microsoft Store, you can combine both Cash App and Topcashback together. Topcashback has 10%. You can combine it with the 15%. So this way you get 25% on top of the sale price. If you want to learn more how to combine them, I'll explain it more in the description below. I just want to remind you that many of the deals that we mentioned from last week might still be applicable to today. So make sure you check these videos so you can know about the deals before they expire.
We hope you enjoyed the video. Of course, feel free to let us know in the comments if you played any of the games that we mentioned.
Also, guys, let us know if you like us to go into details on some big games on sale that like we normally do, or would you want us to cover more games with less details? Please comment below to let us know.
Thank you for watching, and don't forget we are also releasing videos for the Nintendo Switch as well as the PlayStation. So if you haven't tuned into those, feel free to give it a shot, and we'll see you next week with more deals.
See you.